Shalom, shalom. Get this out to the brothers. Go mute too. Shalom, shalom. What's up, brother? We're gonna get into this. We're gonna give you an introduction into Simon Maccabees and who the Maccabees brothers are. It's gonna be a brief class. It's not gonna be really extensive. Later on, when we go into Hanukkah, we'll go into in further depth. Shalom. We'll go in further depth into who the Maccabees are and what roles they played in Israel. But as for now, we're going to talk about Simon because it was just a memorial of Simon, right? So let me go ahead and look at who. I'm going to mute real quick. We're going to come fuck with me. Alright, let me exit out here. Share screen. Can we see it? Alright, good. We can see it. All praises. It's loud here, huh? Slack, yeah. But first and foremost, we give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son, who the Most High calls Christ. Who the world calls Christ, like yeah. We're the Hebrew Israelites, and we're here to teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they are true children of Israel, right? So let's get into this lesson about Simon Maccabeus, and let's learn who this brother was, right? Simon Maccabeus, or Simon the Maccabee, was the third and the last son of Matthias to rule over Judea following the Maccabean revolt, right? Simon succeeded his brother Jonathan and ruled from 142 to 135 BC under Judah, or Judas. The GR from of the name religious freedom was gained after his brother Jonathan and ruled from 142 to 135 BC. Oh, shit, I already read that. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Give me a second. Where was I at? It's kind of hard to read this. I need to zoom in. I need some glasses, bro. All right. Okay, Judas The GR from or formerly of the name religious freedom was gained after the persecution of Antiochus. The fourth, Epiphanes, Judas, and his party wished to achieve full political freedom, right? And this is the hierarchy of the family, of the Maccabee family, right? It was Matthias, right? Matthias, the father. And then when he died, it went to Judas, or Judas Maccabeus, right? Slacky, not Judas, but Judas Maccabeus. And then from Judas, it went to Jonathan, and Jonathan, it went to Simon, right? Simon being the youngest brother in order of how it would fall, right? So they wished for political freedom, although he died before it was attained. When Jonathan became ruler, the Hell Party was driven out of the Maccabees, where in firm control under Simon, the Jews became wholly independent of the Seleucid Syrian Empire. The Syrian Empire was divided by two factions. The rivals were a ruler named Demetrius and Trypho, who was tutor and regent for the Most High in Christ.
No, you're not.
Man.
I'll wait for you in the court.
To be murdered? Slovakia, man. The Syrian Empire was divided by two fractions. The rivals were a ruler named Demetrius and Trypho, who was tutor and regent for a young king Antiochus, and the ambitious Trypho caused the young Antiochus IV to be murdered and had himself crowned king. Right, and I looked into this lineage, man, of Demetrius, and man, that's why the Most High warns, never look into lineages. It just doesn't even matter, you just, the never-ending lineage, unless you got that down on paper, record. This guy's lineage goes in a circle, right? Okay, so Simon was loyal to Demetrius, right? So basically what had happened here in these times, it was like the time of the rededication of the temple, right? Hanukkah. They had just beat everybody. They kicked everybody out the land. They recontrolled their land, right? And then Judas pretty much dies. The brothers Jonathan and Simon came over and fully took control, right? And Simon, being the political leader that he was, went up to dealt with Demetrius, right? And basically he lobbied for religious freedoms in Israel, right, to be a nation again, and Demetrius granted that, right? Simon was loyal to Demetrius, but he pledged loyalty on conditions that Demetrius recognized the freedom of the Jews, right? Demetrius, who had already lost power in the south of his kingdom, right, granted remission of all outstanding taxes to the Jews. So any money that the Jews had owed, Simon was like, look, bro, I'll promise you our loyalty. I'll promise you our sword. But look, you got to take the taxes that we owe. You got to flatten that, right? And you got to give us religious freedoms, right? So that became exempt. He exempted them for paying tribute thereafter, right? So no more tribute to him, right? Because they already have a tribute to pay. Who do they pay the tribute to? To the Most High, to the temple, right? To the Levites, right? This was meant that Judea was now politically free. Documents were no longer dated according to the Seleucid era, but according to the year of Simon as high priest and prince of the Jews. Although Demetrius did not have power to bestow favors on Simon, since Trypho was still in power in Syria, Simon was able to take advantage of the Syrian civil war to enlarge his holdings. Gezer, west of Jerusalem, commanded a mountain path, right, essential to commerce between Jerusalem and the port city of Joppa, already in Jewish hands. Simon conquered Gezer and expelled its Gentile inhabitants, settling there men who observed the law. Maccabees 13:43. Now let's go ahead and go to that and let's see what it's talking about, right? I wish I could pull up the scriptures for you, brothers, like I usually do, that's not an option today because they don't have the book of Maccabees that I can look at, right? So this is Salakia. Give me a second. First Maccabees 13:43. See verse 43. All right, come. In those days, Simon camped against Gaza and besieged it round about. He made also an engine of war, right? He made war machines, right? And set it by the city and battered a certain tower and took it, right? So he was sieging the tower, right? And they that were, Salakia, give me a second so that way I can see. Okay, come. So they were basically sieging the tower, right? What's going on here? Okay, Khan, yeah. Baba Kashah King, post some scriptures in the chat if you got it. Where was I at? Khan. In those days, Simon camped against Gaza and besieged it round about. He made also an engine of war, set it by the city, and battered a certain tower and took it, right? So he's waging siege on this tower. And they that were in the city in the engine leapt into the city, whereupon and they that were in the engine, Salakia, leapt into the city, upon where they upon there was a great uproar in the city, insomuch as the people of the city rent their clothes and climbed upon the walls with their wives and their children, and cried a loud voice, beseeching Simon to grant them peace. And they said, deal not with us according to our wickedness, but according to thy mercy. So he's saying, please, Simon, have mercy on us, right? Because they already know Simon was in the spirit, bro, and the Most High was with him. He's battering his tower, speeding it down, bro. And these brothers jumped out the siege tower onto the tower, bro, right? And they're just fucking shit up, bro. All right, just imagine like 1,000 angry ass Levites, bro. Like 4 angry Levites is just bad enough, man, with some machetes and shit. You know what I mean? Just imagine 1,000 angry ass Levites coming at you, right? All right, give me a second. Okay, but according to that mercy, so Simon was appeased towards them, right? Appeased. So he was all right. He was happy about this. He was like, all right. You know what I mean? They're begging. Right? Towards them, and fought no more against them, right? So he called off the Jakes, right? He was like, all right, you know what I mean? We fucked them up. They're asking for forgiveness. They're apologizing. They don't want us to kill them. Let's you know what I mean? Let's deal with them righteously, right? Because after all, if I'm not mistaken, and the brother, the captain will correct me if I'm wrong. Were the Syrians or was it the Assyrians that we were cousins of? They were our cousins, right? The Assyrians or the Syrians? I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. It's been a while. But the brother he'll put the correction in the chat, right? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Khan. The water, you're gonna post it. So the brothers can see. Khan, that's your pa, right? And in those days, Simon camped against Gaza and besieged it round about. He made also an engine of war, and then set by the city and battered a certain tower and took it, right? That's beautiful. Oh, praise Yahweh, right? Okay, so Khan, it was the Syrians, right? So the Syrians were our cousins. And at this time, this is the Syrian Empire that we're dealing with here. So we show them mercy. You know what I mean? Let me get that next one. And right, this was verse 44. And that there were an engine leaped into the city, that were in the engine leaped into the city, whereupon there was a great uproar in the city. Because they were like, oh shit, the Jews are here. Right? Levi's coming. Everybody run! You hear what they did to those Africans? They didn't want it, bro. They were scared. All right. Let's get to. Okay, we were at 46. Right. So Simon was appeased. This is verse 47. Simon was appeased towards them and fought no more against them, but put them out of the city. So he kicked them out. He kicked the hell out of our city, man. All right, let me pull this one up. All right, and so much as people of the city rent their clothes and climbed upon the wall with their wives and children. So they were stripping their clothes off, bro, climbing these walls, going insane, thinking, damn, we're about to get burnt to death, bro. Like, Levi don't play. You do some crazy shit. All right. And these brothers was crying, all right? It was begging, just please don't kill us, right? So yeah, that's your pod, man. That just shows you the spirit that brothers was in at these times. You know what I mean? And you got to understand, like, they were doing wicked things in the temple. You know what I mean? It was wicked, right? Now let's pull up this next script. So Simon was appeased towards them and fought no more against them, but put them out of the city and cleansed the houses wherein the idols were. And so entered into it with songs and thanksgiving, right? That's your pod. Right, and that was verse 46. And that was what? That was 13 and 46. Where am I? I'm at 13 and 40. Oh, okay, 47. Okay, I get it. That's where we're at, 47. Right, verse 47. I was getting a little left behind too. Yeah, sorry about the little technical difficulty we're having right now. It's just because it's kind of hard to find an apocrypha nowadays. So the brother's posting them and I'm pulling them up so you guys can see it. But I'll go ahead and read longer too. Go ahead of this brother and just post them as they come. Go back over it, right? He put all uncleanliness out of it and placed such men there that would keep the law. Right? So he basically rededicated the temple. You know what I mean? Yeah, he rededicated that temple and posted men there that he knew were watchmen and that would keep the law, right? And this is the next one, right? That would keep the law and made it stronger than it was before and built therein a dwelling place for himself. So he built there a place for him to stay. All right, let's see. Now, I'm going to go back to this and we're going to finish out some of the history as well. God, see, so the Syrians are our cousins through Laban. You know what I mean? And that word Laban in the Hebrew means white, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, I muted myself. Retard. Okay, yeah, back to this. Simon, let's see, so I'll lock it. Simon was able to take a citadel in Jerusalem from the Syrian garrison in which the capitulate because of famine. So he had surrounded the city for a while and they were in a famine, right? As long as the Syrians controlled the citadel, Jerusalem was not truly free. And taking of the citadel in May, right, 142 BC. So this is the memorial of Simon, right? We just had that recently on the 3rd. Had great symbolics as well as strategic value. Enemy soldiers no longer had a foothold in Judea. So that's so powerful, right? That we have instances of brothers rededicating their land, right? Or even going to war with the heathen on these times, right? And back in this time, in the time of the Maccabean revolts, these brothers were going to war on the Sabbath, man. They didn't care. You know what I mean? It was what it was, and it's not unlawful to go to war on the Sabbath. All right. What? Let me ask you this question: why would the Most High make a law where you cannot defend yourself? Right. So let's just say this: if that were the case, and that were against the law to defend yourself on the Sabbath, then why wouldn't any of the other nations just come upon us on the Sabbath and just fall on us, right? And just destroy us on that day, right? Because they knew we couldn't fight, right? If that were so the law. But that just never happened. Why, right? Why? Because Israel would fight on the Sabbath. It didn't matter. War is a war, right? That's good work. You're saving men, women, and children who can't fight for themselves, right? War is a good thing if you are defending yourself. You know what I mean? Or even casting out wickedness. You know what I mean? Like when we went in with Joshua and just destroyed the Canaanites. That was just pure wickedness anyway. They were wicked people, right? And later on, because we didn't get them all, they sold us into slavery. Happens. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you don't listen to the Lord. All right. So what is the lesson here? Listen to the Lord. All right. If He says kill something, kill it. All right. Just kill it. All right. Because He's gonna kill you if not. All right. Brother almost took out, or slag it. Most I almost took out the brother Moses. I was trying to say, all right, for not cutting his son's foreskin off. All right. Just imagine how much worse, you know. And Moses was a chosen brother. So let's see, where were we at? Okay, yeah. So Simon is also noted for his administration of justice and the reestablishment of Jewish law in the land. Peace was finally achieved and attention could be given to the beautifying of the temple, right? So we were reestablishing the temple at this time, and the establishment of a viable civil government, right? Matthias and his sons came to power in a popular uprising against the Syrian rulers, right? They had no legitimate right to the throne, but under Simon's legitimacy was granted, right? Under Simon, they became a legitimate nation again, right? Slock it. In the third year of his reign, in September 141 BC, a great assembly declared Simon to be high priest, military commander, and civil governor forever until there should arise a faithful prophet. First Maccabees 14:41. Let's go there, all right? Okay, so shit. First Maccabees 14:41. I'm already there. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 14, verse 41. Damn, I cracked my back right now like crazy. I need to go to what do you call that? Chiropractor, bro. Bad. It's insanity. Right? Also, that the Jews and the priests were all pleased that Simon should be their governor and high priest forever until there should arise a faithful prophet, right? Okay, and let's go into it a little bit more. Verse 2, right? Or 42, Slovakia. Moreover, that he should take their captain, should be their captain. He should be their captain. They're asking him, "Can you be over us?" You know what I mean? So these are brothers that seen him. And they were like, "Man, can you be over us?" They seen the power of the Maccabees, right? You gotta understand the Maccabees were a family, bro, and they had developed this trust with Israel because they had been fighting for so long, right? They had Matthias, they had Judas, they had Simon, and they had Jonathan. So like they had Simon. I mean, these brothers had gone through so much. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and 42. Let's continue a little bit, right? So they asked him to be captain over them because they had grown this trusting of this brother, right? They had blood, sweat, and tears they had put into Israel. These brothers, the Maccabees, right? And so brothers seen that and they gravitated to that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like what it is today. You know what I mean? You see brothers out on the street corners, you see brothers teaching lessons, man, and people gravitate to that, right? And that's blood, sweat, and tears that people was putting out there on that street, man. That's a living sacrifice. You know what I mean? That's our living sacrifice that we put out there. Our lives are on the line, right? And these brothers gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? And they come up to you, and that's just like the way it is today, these times, right? Verse 42. Moreover, that he should be their captain and should take charge of the sanctuary, right, of Israel, right, to set them over their works, right, to give them office, and over the country, right, to give them position, right, and over the armor and over the fortresses, that I say he, right. So he was asking, uh, oh yeah, okay, come, you good. Um, but yeah, man. So basically, these brothers seen him and were like, yeah. So we want Simon to be over us, right? Give us our offices. You know what I mean? They recognized him as a leader in Israel, a high priest, right? A prince of Israel, right? And they even had to go back into his lineage, man. They showed papers on his lineage, bro. They went back and then looked, made sure he was a Levite, bro. So we'll show that. It's in the history as I'm reading. Let's see. Let's go to verse 43. And besides this, that he should be obeyed of every man. These brothers said Simon is so powerful that he needs to be obeyed as by every man in Israel, right? And that all the writings in the country should be made in his name, and that he should be clothed in purple and wear gold. They're saying this brother is an Aaronite. All right, they're saying this brother is from the lineage of Aaron. All right, this brother's powerful. All right. Salakia, Captain, what's that brother's name in Numbers that speared that Jake and the heathen for going for breaking protocol, bro, for sinning, bringing the heathen to the tabernacle? What was Jake's name? I forgot. But I swear I always compared Alizar to that brother. I was like, that's that brother right there. He just got that fiery spirit, and he just try to bring a heathen to the tabernacle. It'll just spear you, bro. All right, just give it to you real quick. Oh man, yeah, that's powerful, man. I love talking about the tribe of Levi, man. It makes my heart glad. It's spirit. Oh, Phineas, that's right, the brother Phineas. Hey, that was a powerful brother, man. All right, all praises. Okay, so they're basically saying this is the get down, man. They're saying this brother should be over everybody, right? Everybody should listen to this Jake, right? And that all the writings in the country should be made in his name, right? And you wear the purple and the gold. And we know that that's like the Aaronites, right? That's their lineage. That's their role, right? Wow, right? And also that it should be lawful for none of the people or priests to break any of these things or to gainsay his word. So if you were to come up in the council with this brother, it would be unlawful for you to try to gainsay on this dude, man. Like, this brother was powerful and he was in order, and he had, and it showed, you know what I mean, in the brothers' order, how they acted around him, right? They carried themselves like this dude was Yahushua, bro. You know what I mean? They said, hey, we gotta listen to this Jake, and if we don't listen to this Jake, guess what? We're putting this motherfucker to death, right? You know what I mean? God. And right, let me pull that up, Slakia. Also, it should be lawful for none of the people and priests to break any of these things or gainsay his word or gather an assembly in the country without him. No holy days without this brother, right? Or to be clothed in purple. Guess what? You can't even wear purple. Or a buckle of gold, right? That's crazy. This is how much they cherish this brother Simon, right? This was verse 44. Okay, and whoever should do otherwise or break any of these things, he should be punished. So they were punishing people that weren't following this protocol, bro. Thus it liked all ye people to deal with Simon, and to do as hath been said. Then Simon accepted thereof, and was pleased to be high priest and captain and governor of the Jews and priest, and to defend them all. So they commanded that this writing should be put in tables of brass, and they should be set up within the compass of the sanctuary in the conspicuous place. Also, the copies thereof should be laid up in the treasury to the end that Simon and his sons might have them. Right? So this was a memorial, right? They made a memorial for Simon. Right? That's why. Gone. And let me go ahead and throw up the last few. Slovakia, guys. All right. 46. And if you guys need to read it, man, pause it. All right, because we try to get through this a little bit. It's kind of a little bit longer than I wanted it to go. But it's powerful, man. You know, I got in the spirit as I was going and reading about this brother, right? Let's get back into this history, right? At about this time, Simon sent an embassy to Rome in order to gain recognition from the Roman Senate. The embassy brought a gift to Rome, a golden shield weighing 1,000 minas. Right now, look at the wisdom of this brother. Right? How do you go about bribing someone? Salaki, let me show these captain's posting so that way brothers have it. How do you go about bribing someone, right? Such as Esau, right? Someone that's just fucking greedy, right? The grape gatherer, bro, right? Wickedness, right? He's never full, never appeased, right? You know what Simon did? Simon sent this dude a golden shield, right? What better protection than the golden seal? And I mean, these Romans must have never have seen gold just that much, just unless it came from Israel, right? Or Egypt. Yeah, they definitely robbed and pillaged Egypt, right? Shit, Egypt robbed and pillaged our temples. All right, they took that gold from us, motherfuckers. Right. Let's see. So 1,000 minas, right? So they send them a gold shield. Think about the psychology of that, right? A golden shield. What is he asking for? He's asking for protection, right? And what is he saying? He's saying we will give you gold for this protection. You know, think about that. That's how wise this brother was, right? The Roman Senate granted the Jews unrestricted possession of their territory. He said, yours, right? Shit, you send me a golden shield, I'll give you anything too, right? And sent information on the contents of the senatorial decree of the king of Egypt, Syria, Pergamum, Cappadocia, Parthia, and numerous smaller independent states of Greece and Asia Minor. Evildoers who had fled from Judea were delivered up to the Jewish high priest. Who's that? Simon, right? So this brother was so powerful. He done said, here, Caesar. He rendered unto Caesar what was Caesar's, right? And what happened? Caesar rendered unto him everybody he was looking to kill. He said, these motherfuckers who done desecrated our temple, we want them, right? And that's what he did. That's how he got them, right? That's how he got a hold of these brothers, or, well, these heathens, Salakia. Right? Simon had renewed difficulties closer to home. However, Demetrius too was taken prisoner by the Parthian king Mithridates in 138 BC, and his father Antiochus, 7 fought against the pretender Trypho. Antiochus sought the favor of the Jews, confirmed the privileges granted by his predecessors, and expressly gave them the right to coin money. So he came to the Jews and basically was like, yo, you told my dad this, and that, right? I'm looking to come back and take that word that you gave unto him, and let's fuck some shit up. Here's some money, you know what I mean? Here's some tithes. This is what it is. Can you come to war with me? I mean, that's the get down that he's talking about here. And then, right, Antiochus landed in Syria, gained the victory over Trypho, who fled, but was killed soon after during a siege of Apamia. With Trypho dead, Antiochus took a hard line towards the Jews. He repudiated his promises and demanded the surrender of Joppa, Gazara, and Jerusalem citadel, and other places which Simon had taken. If Simon wished to keep the places occupied, he was to pay 1,000 talents. Simon refused to yield, offering only 1 100 talents. Antiochus sent an army against Simon, who sent his son Judas and John against the Syrian invaders. Judas was wounded, but John was successful in routing the enemy. John returned as victor to Jerusalem. Right? So Judas got hurt, man. Hey, but that's all good. That's all good, though. You know what I mean? The brother went to war. All right, and he's a powerful brother. He had a powerful name. All right, named him after his oldest brother, bro. All right, that's beautiful. All right, Simon, like his brothers, died a violent death. His son-in-law, Ptolemy, military commander of Jericho area, wanted the supreme power for himself and planned to kill Simon and his sons. In February of 135 BC, Simon visited the fortress of Doc near Jericho as Ptolemy's guest during a great feast. Ptolemy had Simon and his two sons, Matthias and Judas, slain. Uh, a third son who was not present, John Hyrcanus, survived to become the next Roman high priest. And that was the end right there. So that's the lesson, man. That's on Simon of Maccabees, right? We'll get further into more Maccabees as we go along. This was just like a quick little brief synopsis of who Simon was and why he was important to Israel. Yeah, man. Any questions? Hit the link. There's our email at 12 gates. I'll have to actually throw it in here if you guys want to see it. Oh, slack it. Bam. So there it is right there. If you guys have any questions, want to hit me, want to join the camp or the school, Salakia, want to join the school, hit me up. I'm out here in New Mexico. We got brothers in San Bernardino, IE area. We got brothers in San Diego. Let us know. Yeah, man. With that, we're going to sign out and give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. We got the 12 gates. I'm Brother Zahar Yaquab, and Shalom, Israel. Shalom.